Inheritance. One of the main features of any programming language is inheritance. You might have seen in C++ about the inheritance, or in Java, or in any OOP-oriented language, basically object-oriented language. Inheritance is a major feature. It is basically the reusing of code, so that you don't have to declare the functions or variables again and again. You have first made basically a class, and then you inherit from this class. Now the same thing in Solidity, if we look, then the class is not there, it is basically the contract. So a contract is having some features, all of which can be used in its child contract, or the contract which inherits all this. So basically the main contract is known as a parent contract, and the one who is inheriting all the properties is known as the child contract. So how it is done? It is done by using the is keyword. This is a keyword. We can use it to inherit all the properties, and provided that it should be either public, the function should be either public, or it should be external. So in these two cases only it can be inherited easily. The private functions cannot be inherited. So how does this work? Like, what is the syntax on all? So there, just think that there is a contract A, some code in this curly braces. Then there is a contract B. Then using the is keyword, contract B is A. You are inheriting all the properties which are public and external in the B. So you don't have to write the code again. You can directly call any function of A through B. And a good part of it is that the inherited contracts are deployed as a single contract, not separate ones. They're deployed directly as single contracts. You will get to know all this in a better detail in the lab class. Importing of files. What are basically importing of files? Importing means that you want to get that file. Some code is written in that file. You want to get it. So here you have your main file. You want to get some files into it to use their contents. So it is done by importing. So just think that here we have two files, and we are taking all the codes from it by importing, so that the compiler, if needed, will go to here, search for the function, use the function, and then come back. It's like that, importing. So there are four types, like four ways you can import stuff. One is a global level, which is directly by import, and then file name, the name of the file which is to be imported. Then for importing all members of a file, just write import star, as is basically to assign some alias for this star. Basically not star for any variable, it is used for putting an alias. So import star as symbol name from file name. This is the file name. You can do it by this. Then import only specific members of a file, not all, but only specific. So you write it as import symbol1 as alias from file name. This file name should be basically, try to put it in the remix where all the other files are there in the file explorer, so it will be easier for you to access. And one of the leading part is that import from GitHub. You can directly import a file from GitHub. I'll tell you how to import, how the path is written and all. Just stay tuned. We'll do everything in the next or the coming practical class.